Hello, my name is Ajit, and in this video I will demonstrate how to install and set up Active Backup for Business on Synology Nestbox. So what is Active Backup for Business? It is a type of service and it is a type of package which is given by a Synology team to manage, to set up or to take a backup of mixed environment of infrastructure. For example, if you have number of PCs, you have physical servers, if you have a virtual environment, if you have a file server on the infrastructure or local infrastructure, and you want to take a backup and you want to manage the backup from the single console or single GUI, so for that you can always use Active Backup for Business. It is available on Synology packages. So let's start with the practicals. So first of all, you need to log into the Synology Nestbox. Then once you log in, you need to go to the package center. Under the package center, you can go to the all packages, backup, and you can see the package name Active Backup for Business, Active Backup for G Suite, Active Backup for Microsoft 365. So in this video, I will only demonstrate Active Backup for Business. For Active Backup for Microsoft 365, I will create another videos. For that, you need to subscribe my channel. You need to press on icon bell. So let's install Active Backup for Business. So now it's downloading on the Synology Nestbox, which I have on a VMware environment. So now it's installing on Synology Nestbox. So once it's installed, you will able to see the status under the main menu, Active Backup for Business, or you can see the status here, it's already installed. So I'll closing the package manager, going to the main menu, and I will open Active Backup for Business. So now it's require a activation to use this feature on Synology Nestbox. If you are using a VMware infrastructure where you installed the Synology NAS or DSM, so you can always bypass this by using few commands which I am giving you right now. So I will put the commands in the description also. So for that I have already copied it. So now you need to copy this link and you need to paste. On the same browser, I'll open the next tab, open paste. So in this you need to give the IP address of the Synology box with the port number and the username and the password of the Synology box. You need to press enter. So it will give the message success equal to true. So means your passwords and user authentication is fine. Next, we need to bypass this activation process. For that we need a serial number. So for the serial number, you need to go to the control panel. Under the info center, you can see the serial number of this Synology Nestbox. For next command is you need to copy paste the same, and in the end you need to just provide the serial number which you will get from the info center. Again, you can use the same tab or you can open the new tab, then paste this command and press enter. You might say your activation status is equal to true. So now you can close these both the tabs and you again go to the main menu, open Active Backup for Business, and you can see your activation process is bypassed. So now this is your admin console to manage your local infrastructure. So on, you can see on the left side you have a different categories like PCs, physical servers, file servers, virtual machine, storage, restore status, activities and setting, and on the right side you have a dashboard. In the dashboard you have different tabs. Number one is protective devices, which are protected, means if the backup is protected and backup is taken. Then on the second tab you have a backup calendar where you can see when the backup is started, what is the status of the backup, and third, ongoing activities. On fourth you have last backup time, you can see all the backups. On the fourth tab you can see storage status for each virtual machine, PCs and physical server which you have configured. And in the last one you can see the logs, what are the current logs, you can see everything. So next step is what I'll do, I'll just take a backup of my personal PC. So for that you need to go to PC and click on add device, and then you need to download the agent. So if you have a multiple machines on the network, you have 100 machines and you have 200 machines and you want to take a backup, so you need to install this agent on each and every machine. So I click on this 64-bit and please OK. So now my backup is, my agent is downloaded. So now I'll click on open and installing the agent on my machine. Click next, accept, next, and now I click on install. It will take few minutes to install. So once the setup is installed, press finish. It will launch the agent console, or you can go to my taskbar. Under the hidden icons you can see the icon of Synology Active Backup for Business Agent. So now the agent dashboard is pop up. So I'll give the IP address to Synology NASBox, which is 192.168.23.150.128. Username, then password, and I click on connect. So now you can see my machine, my personal laptop is connected with my Synology NASBox, which is using active backup for business agents. I'll click OK. Press OK. So now you can see my machine is there, but still it's not backed up. So you can see, click on this drop down bar and you can see the task name is already given. So now you can see under the logs notification also, the device, a laptop, is already connected to this storage, NAS storage. So next is you can click on Think IT default task, which we have created, and you can click, or you can edit this also. In the edit you can see what is the source type. It is an entire device including the external device also, or you want to customize. For example, I want to take a backup of only D drive. So I can click on customize volume, select and press my D drive, apply. So by default these task settings are enabled, you know, no need to change it. Then next is schedule. So this is basically when you want to take a backup. You can select a manual backup option also, or you can select a schedule backup option also. So it's a weekday backup, daily or weekly backup, it's automatic selected. Then the retention policy, how you want to take the retention policy, you have to keep all the version or you want to select the versions. So you can always decide from your policies. Press OK. Now I will click on backup. So once you click on backup, it will start taking backup of your device. You can see the status of your device backup is 0%. It will take few seconds to change it. So now how I can check, or where I can check my backup of machine will be stored. So again, I click on main menu. Under the file station, you can see it has already automatic created active backup for business folder. Under active backup data, you can click this and you can see the folder name with my machine name. So you can click it here, you can see the backup is already started. So this is the way you can take a backup of your machines on the network. So this is only for the laptops, desktops where you have, or you have any type of third-party desktops, or you want to take a backup. So next is physical servers. If you have a physical server, like you have a Dell hardware, HP hardware, same way you can add a device, download the agent, and once the agent is downloaded, you need to connect with this Synology box. So next is virtual machines. If you have a virtual infrastructure, just in case you have a VMware ESXi installed on your infrastructure, you can always use this particular active backup for business to take a backup of your virtual machines. So I'll just show you a small demonstration here. Click on manage hypervisor. I have ESXi installed on my virtual network 192.168.23.133. Username is root, password at. So now you can see it is connected with my virtual infrastructure, which is ESXi 6.0. So once I close it, it has automatic taken the VMs which is installed under my hypervisor. I can always show you. I can click on VMware vSphere, double click on this. Username is root, password, ignore. It is loading the mainframe. Okay, so you can see this is a ESXi infrastructure which I have. So I have two VMs which are still shut down, but still I can power it on and use it. So I want to take a backup of this my infrastructure. For that, I just what I need to do, I will go to virtual machines. Under VMware vSphere, I click on manage hypervisor and I add the IP address and username password of my ESXi machine. Once it's added, all the machine which is already there, I will able to see under my active backup for business console. So next is I want to create a task for this particular machines. How I want to take a backup of these machines. So right now there is no task for this machine. For that I will create a new task where I want to take a backup under active backup for business. Next. So how many machines I want to select? I want to select the host and cluster, particular VMs and folders. I can always change it. So I can select both the machines. Next. Maximum quantity of concurrent backup device 2, and don't use any of these options. Next, manual backup, scheduled backup, it's always depend how you want to take a backup. Right now I'm choosing a manual backup. Next, I will keep all versions of my backup. Next, and restoration privileges, this is very important. If you want to restore the data, who is the authorized user? So I always select ThinkIT. This is because this is my default user which I am using. Click next, apply, backup now. So it will start taking backup of your machine once you select it. Still not backup the data, it's starting the backup. So now I'll go to the overview. So under overview I can see the logs here, all the information related to my logs, when I've added my hypervisor, when I've started the backup. Under the ongoing activities I can see backup is going for two machines. One is my laptop, second is my VMware infrastructure. Then under the activities you can see all the logs related to my work which I have performed during this video. Then task history, then the report. If I want to generate the report, I can always generate a report on the daily basis, also weekly basis, monthly basis. I just need to give my email ID. So once I click on generate, I will get a report on my email address. So you can see active backup status is completed. So I'll again go to my overview. So you can see this week one successful backup is taken. So still second one is going on. Once it's finished, I can see ongoing state activities are going to null and storage status is always going to change. So one is PC, you can see under here, one is PC, second one is virtual machines. I have two virtual machines which I have to take a backup, one PC which I have already taken the backup. So in this video I just given you the how we can install, how we can bypass our activation process, how we can add a PC during my backup process, how I can backup VMware infrastructure. So I'll come with more videos related to take the backup of Office 365 infrastructure. So please subscribe my channel, like this video for more updates. Thanks for watching this video. Please share, like and subscribe.